guns in Hinduism.
Yeah, we have like it's like I've heard or something. I don't know. Like that we have like 33 million gods I have seen everywhere. Like they say.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I just searched. Like I'm like a Hindu, so like searched in books, spiritual books, and everywhere. So
Hmm.
like I learned like there are 33 gods,
Hmm.
three main gods, and one powerful energy.
So you have three guns.
Yeah, three main gods. It's like part of its energy.
Ah, so you are saying that the other guns are just energy.
Yeah.
Some of them actually I've read some stories they used to, fight over women. Some of those guns.
Women god you're talking about?
Yeah, is the main god is the main god the one who fights for women?
Mm, Save. I mean, like I mean, like God does not have like gender or something. He's just God does not have gender.
Okay, but I think we have heard stories of Indian gods who had, um, like a sexual relationship with the other gods and even women. I don't know.
It's like the like the if you talk about Lakshmi ji, like Lakshmi goddess, she is connected to Vishnu ji. They both are the same thing. They
Hmm.
both possess energy throughout the universe.
Hmm.
They are both part of one energy only.
Yeah, because I
So
can
like
see.
that, it's everywhere.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's like God does not have like gender. That's why it's like that.
Wait.
I've just a
Okay.
second. Just I want to just
Okay.
yeah. Just a second. Can we?
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Actually, I'm very patient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking
So yeah,
to.
what was saying?
Yeah. So.
Lord Krishna. Yeah, like yeah, it's like Lord Krishna. Like he is also the form of Vishnu.
Mhm. But I think Lord
Mm,
Krishna is even worse, like Lord, I'm not saying like in a disrespectful way because uh, here I can find that Lord Krishna, uh, during the dice game scene in Mahabharata, when Draupadi is being humiliated, Krishna miraculously protects
mhm.
her modesty by endlessly extending her sari. He also supports the Pandavas in avenging her dishonor. Krishna also rescues 16,100 women held captive by the demon Narakasura,
Yeah,
treating them with
yeah,
dignity and freeing them from shame by marrying them, a symbolic act of restoring their honor. So we still have Krishna who was last and he is actually marrying women, yet he is a god. There is a problem with that because with the way we understand God, according to us, is God is above the desires of men. He is above the body lust because God is a spirit.
yeah.
So I have a God who is actually marrying like 1,600 women, 16,000 women, I have a problem with that God because he's not different
Yeah,
from me. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, see,
Hmm.
he married 16,000, like the wasn't
Hmm.
yeah.
Your network is cutting off. But but we have now a God.
Now it's okay.
Yeah, now it's okay. Now we have you see when it comes to
Yeah,
our God, rescues us from our sins and even our enemies, but He doesn't marry us.
yeah,
He protects us, and because He gives us the way of protecting ourselves. It's not about you
yeah,
protecting the women and then marrying them. It's about protecting them because he can, and nobody else can steal from them.
See, the society, yeah, yeah,
Hmm. So
yeah. See,
what
the
about Lord
society,
Shiva?
society, yeah,
What about
yeah, yeah.
Shiva?
The society,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead,
yeah.
sorry, go
So
ahead, sorry.
Krishna, yeah, yeah. See, this it's between the cult, society, and everything.
Hmm.
This side of Krishna married them because
Hmm.
pure would only understand that these are all good by marrying. If he was in another society where people would like understand by free like praying rituals and everything, he would do that or do something else. But he was
Okay.
in that particular society. God, you know what? Like God takes avatar and God incarnates to tell the particular soul, because the particular soul can't understand that complex God or like that energy.
Hmm.
That's why he takes that form to tell the particular soul. That's why
Hmm.
he was there at that time
Yeah,
to
but
tell the people of that kingdom and everything to buy marrying, but he did not like with them doing the traditional like marriage or something. He
mhm.
just showed a social respect to them, and just they
But
went to their own work, he went to
okay,
his.
but we have like Krishna is the embodiment of the God, so we expect him to possess the
Yeah,
powers that he could actually destroy these enemies of the women.
yeah, he did
So
he
what?
did
So what's the
yeah,
point? So what's the point of
he
marrying
did
them?
many things.
When it comes to marriage to us who believe in Yahweh, the true God, when it comes to marriages between one man and one woman. God doesn't marry. Even our Jesus Christ didn't marry because he didn't need a wife. And that is why, because marriage is meant for women, for man and woman to procreate. So when a God comes and pretends to marry women, that's like a going against the divine law. So it is not normal for a God to say I've married 1600 women, because if you marry 1600 women, those women will not be married by somebody else. You understand? It's like you've destroyed the future.
Yeah,
You,
but
you
see,
have destroyed the future of these women, because first of all, you're not going to sleep with them, and the next thing is they are not going to procreate. So that is going against the law of God, that men and women were created so that they can procreate and fill the earth. So if a God is coming and saying that 16,000 women is not a small number, that these are now my wives, doesn't make sense, right?
yeah, you are like you are saying correct, but see, the society in which society which he was,
Hmm.
those 1600,
Hmm.
did not accepted the women. They used to harass them. They only understand by marrying.
But how does, for example, if Krishna doesn't marry them, how does that,
Yeah.
are you saying that the reason why these women were being criticized was because they didn't have a husband?
See, the society which Krishna was in
Hmm.
they harassed the women. They did not
Why?
loved, like cared about them or like that, because
But
the society at that time was that level only. People
but
you did
how?
not understand. People used to harass women because they thought that the woman was possessed by Narkasura,
Okay.
that demon.
But do we have other women in that culture who were accepted by the people at that time, or it's only 16,100 women?
Can you just reframe what you said? Can you repeat what you said?
Yeah, in this culture where Lord Krishna was living, in this like these
Oh,
times, did we have other?
Yeah.
Were there other women who were living apart from these 16,100 women who were actually accepted by the society, or the people who were hated by the society were all women in the in and during this time?
See, he like that. See, he came down. He came down for that reason only. The dharma or the life, living of life, got into danger. That's why he came down to protect it. That time the dharma was unstable. People used to disrespect women. Killing of animals used to happen. Whenever this happens, God
Mhm,
comes down to the earth, gives his it means like give he comes in a small form, comes down the earth, destroys the earth, means like destroys the evil
mhm.
and creates it back.
Oh, what? What?
That's why
He destroys evil and then creates it back?
yeah.
Why? Why would he create evil
Means
when he
like
has just destroyed?
judgment. Do you know judgment? Do you know judgment day?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that only there is now Kali Yuga. This is a Kali Yuga. There are greedy people, like money selfish people with lust and everything, killing animals, eating chickens and everything. So at the end of this golden age, when the golden age finish, the
Okay.
God will come down,
Hmm.
destroy this whole earth, create it back
Hmm.
again with positive and like again restoring it back, like
So
restoring.
you are saying that the God in Hinduism is the one who created the evil?
See, gets created when there is absence of God's love and God's like means like that person thinks that I don't have enough God love. That is when evil happens.
Yeah, but I think you
Evil is
told
not automatic, is not created.
okay, but I think you told me that every
Yeah.
time Krishna or the avatar of a god in Hindu, the reason why they come is because there is evil. Then they come, they destroy the evil, they do the good things, and then they themselves create the evil again for the sake of judgment. Is that what you said, or I misunderstood you?
You misunderstood, I think so.
Yeah, because I think there is a time when you said that you said that what did you say? You said that
See.
Krishna comes.
I got the answer. Krishna's answer. See, Krishna's divine response. Krishna, being God and protector of Dharma, accepted their prayers and married all 16,100 women to give them social respect, security, spiritual dignity. But this was not like original marriage. Krishna used his divine powers to give each queen a separate palace and appeared with each one simultaneously, showing that God is one but can be present with all devotees at same times. The
Okay.
marriage was symbolic of the soul connected with God.
Okay.
So now
So
you understand? Yeah.
okay.
So this was.
So the question that
This
I
was.
was asking originally is, of these 16,000
Yeah.
women, were there other women during this time, or it was only these 16,000 women?
Narkasura only captured these. These are 16,000 at that a year. So he came there and he protected them.
So these are the only
If
women.
there were more, if there were million, thousand, he would marry them also. See, he married those 16,100 because they prayed for a protection and they wanted to marry him.
Okay. So
He did not wanted to marry him. He did not wanted. They said that they want to marry because because to give them because Krishna wanted to give them social and like that, and they also said that they want to be married with him.
okay, and then we
They
have
prayed.
okay. So we have first of all we had Lord Rama, who was actually fighting for his wife. We have Lord now we have Krishna, who is
Yeah.
actually marrying 1,600 women. It's another god. Now we have Lord Shiva. What about Lord Shiva?
Mm. Say, just for a second, I just want to explain something.
Okay. Okay.
See, Krishna is the person who has taught us lot of things. These 16,000 women who were like captured by Narkasura and were freed is just one part of this. There are many things.
Hmm.
Krishna teaches us how to be a good friend, teacher, a father, and many things together.
Okay.
So that he did not protected women. He protected his his dharma, his like his kingdom, his people. Every his people means the entire people over who stay on the earth. To he stopped wars. He was with dharma, not with adharma.
Hmm.
This does not mean like religion and religion because that time there was no religion.
Hmm.
Uh, and like many things he taught. There are countless. When he was small as well, like he was very mischief. He loved ghee. Means like he loved like he loved eating like milk, like drinking milk. They were like there were matkas over there. Like they used to tongue them up,
Hmm.
and they used to put some matkas down.
Hmm.
That matka had milk over there.
Hmm.
So he used to climb that thing with all of his strength, and he used to just pull it down, and it used to fall. And like that matka had a little bit of piece, and he used to drink
Hmm.
that milk. So
Yeah.
that these stories teaches us, like this story especially teaches that nothing is impossible. Only you will have to be yours, be together. The universe will give the sign, then you can go and do your work. His
Okay.
target was the milk that he wanted. He completed it. So, like
But
that in life, people struggle from getting to the target. Everything is possible but it's on your own if you think it or not.
okay, what about how many women did Krishna have? Like how many consorts, the wives? How many did he have apart from these women? Yes, we can say that he did that for to save them. What about women that Krishna was married to?
See, he had it's like Radha and Krishna. Radha loved Krishna, and Krishna also. They had like love life also life.
Yeah, so
They
that
loved them so very much, but they couldn't marry.
yeah, so we have two guns, and right now at the same time we have two guns, one god and one goddess. Okay. Now, and also
Yeah.
Krishna had other consorts like Rukmini. Is that okay?
What?
Rukmini. Rukmini. Rukmini.
Rukmini.
So that
Yeah,
is that.
Rukmini.
So that was a wife of Krishna.
Yeah, she is.
And what about
So,
Satyabana? Satyabana. Bama. Satyabama.
Satyabana.
Bama.
Can you like say it like like
Spelling
mm,
S
like Sat
Satyabhama. Sat. Yeah, that one.
yeah.
So that was another wife, right?
Yeah, so you're talking about Satyabhama and Rukmini.
Rukmini and
It's
Satyabhama.
like they Satyabhama, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you're right, you're right. So, like, I will tell little bit about them. Rukmini, she was Krishna's first and chief queen,
mhm,
and incarnation of goddess Lakshmi.
mhm,
Means she was incarnation of goddess Lakshmi. She deeply loved Krishna and wrote him a letter asking to be rescued from a forced marriage.
mhm,
Krishna came and enveloped with her, defeating many kings in the process.
mhm,
Satyabhama. She was Krishna's second most prominent queen,
mhm,
daughter of King Sarjat, known for her strong will and bravery, famous for accomplishing Krishna in killing Narkasura.
mhm.
central in the Tumbha Brahma story,
Mhm.
weighting Krishna with gold and devotion.
Okay, but we've
These two are very prominent in,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, let me say, yeah.
Okay.
But these two are very, very prominent in like Krishna's life and in many stories. So many, so, so some people mostly know about Krishna and Satyabhima, thinking he had only two wives. But as explained earlier, eight principal wives asked the Brahma and 16,100 rescued wives whom he married for their protection.
Yeah. So
So these
this.
were two famous, but they two famous wife of him because they were queens and like they were very famous in politics and like that's why they were two very famous. But
Okay.
that these 1600 were not so much famous.
Yeah. So we have a God who is actually caught up in the lust of the human and all that of the flesh. We have a goddess, a god like Krishna, who is actually marrying Rukmini, Satyabhama. We have Jambavati. We have Kalindi. Almost eight of them. Krishna married eight women. They were his wife. And then we have the 16,100 women who he married for protection. We have also Radha, who was, like not his wife, but he was like an eternal consort, like that. So we have a God who is caught up in the lust of the flesh, which would actually describes a king or a certain king in this world who doesn't know the real God.
Yeah, yeah, I have like heard many people why there are like three, eight wives and everything. So simple example, simple answer.
Mhm,
Those 1600 and these eight wives
mhm,
were his wives only.
mhm,
They were also counted that only. But these eight wives had very prominent control of the kingdom in political, foreign, and they had many foreign affairs and political affairs with the kingdom. That's why these eight wives were the most famous. Whereas these
yeah.
16,100 like wife you're which talking, these were not so much famous. That's why they are not considered the like wife by people.
Okay.
But religious textbook says that he had 16,000, like 16,100 wives, and
Mhm,
these eight wives,
mhm,
wives only, not like this eight wives are like more important, and 16,000 are not.
mhm,
Actually, Krishna wanted to only marry with
mhm,
Radha, but Radha, like had like problem,
mhm,
like home problems she had, like their love was broken. They like means like their parents something was problematic. That's why
mm.
he couldn't marry. So
Okay.
he was like a king. So he did
Okay.
a kingship, like the king what he will do.
Yeah. Let's go to to another one. What about Shiva?
Can you like what?
Yeah, Lord Shiva. Do you know Lord Shiva?
Yeah. He's the famous.
Yeah, Lord Shiva. Who is he actually?
Yeah,
Who is he?
he is like he is a part of the Holy Trinity or Trinity. Trinity.
So he is a god, right?
He is a god. He is a destroyer.
He is a destroyer.
Means it does not mean that he is a bad. He's like he is just like mean bad destroyer or like he removes like evil, ego, and ignorance from people and
Mhm.
renewal the growth.
So
Yeah,
he is a god. He is a god who has the attributes of God, right?
Yeah,
And Shiva had a wife, right?
yeah.
So the wife was Sati and Parvati. um, which was who was also an
Sati,
incarnation. Or
say, what is it? Just a second.
it's just the
What
same.
you said?
Parvati. But I think Parvati is just Sati. It's still Sati, but an incarnation of Sati. It's a reincarnation of Sati.
Yeah,
So we have a god who is actually having sex
yeah.
with a woman, and they are actually getting children, right?
No, like, no, it's not true.
Okay.
The the
What are
son was
what
created by him.
what are the children of Shiva? Does Shiva has children?
Uh, yeah, I know. Like, he had Ganesha, Shiva's son is like Ganesha, and there are like he had wait, let me open the book just a second.
Yeah,
So there are like
Ganesh and Kartikeya.
Ganesha, yeah. Lord Ganpati was like he is, and Lord Kartikesha, these are
Kartikeya.
two children.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was a physical union. A god is having sexual relations with a woman.
See, Lord Ganesha is not like done by like sex or something. He's not like sexual or like something.
Uh-huh.
He has his birth story. Should I tell you? He was created by Parvati.
Mhm.
He was created by Parvati by her like by her hands. She did by her hands
Mhm.
while she was bathing. No, why not while she was bathing? Yeah, while and Shiva she told him that she was going to bath, so she created Lord. I mean, like she made a like boy or something. Like she said, like she made like son like Ganesha. She
Mhm.
told him to stay at the door,
Mhm.
and anyone who comes him to stop him.
Mhm.
She's going for a bath. So for I mean, like in the home, how like in the like near the door of the home,
Mhm.
like no unknown stranger should come. But she forgot to tell him that Shiva is his father, and he's coming.
Okay.
Shiva comes, and he does not know who is Ganesha.
Mhm.
He then told he was saying that this is my house. I'm going to enter it. But Lord Ganesha said no, no, no.
Mhm.
Then Shiva in anger cuts his hair like in two halves.
Mhm.
Then when Ma Parvati come, she gets angry and she like very so like angry and everything. Now
Mhm.
we'll say, how can a god like cut like a boy's head or something?
Mhm.
So like he also thought he in anger he also like did the thing.
Mhm.
That's why he means like to bring him back to life. He said that he would lead a elephant's head.
Yep. So we have, but what I'm
So
saying
he
is,
went there, took
yeah,
an elephant's head and put it on.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, we have a God, who is actually
Yeah.
having sexual relationship, which is not that like our God, because our God
Just
is
now I
mighty.
said, just now I said, yeah, just now I said Ganesha was not done by sexual or something.
Sorry.
Ganesha was not done by any sexual or something.
No, no Ganesha. We had Lord Shiva. Was it Shiva who was like two children, Ganesha and Patikeya?
Yeah,
So they have
yeah, but their their birth story shows that they were not created by any sexual means.
I don't think like they were married. They had children, like just like us.
They were married. Yeah.
Yeah, they were married. They had children
Yeah,
like us.
see, he is God. He's a God. He can do anything he wants. He
Okay,
created it, so we have to believe it.
okay, but this is the problem because what I'm trying to show you is somehow this is not the kind of a God that we believe in, we as Christians and other people in the world, because we have a God. You people have a God you have many gods who are actually not different from us, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a problem with us. For example, when I'm looking for characteristics of God is, uh, I'm looking for somebody who is above me in everything. He is the one who created me, so I don't want him to be caught up in the things that I'm doing that are not okay.
Mhm.
You see, if I'm fighting against for a woman,
See.
if look, if I'm fighting for a woman, and my God too is also fighting for a woman, it shows that my God is not even able to go against his, to be above his lust, you know.
Mhm. Mhm. See,
Yeah.
see, see.
Uh-huh.
Hinduism, Hinduism says that God needs Shakti and Shakti needs God.
What
So
do
the
you mean?
woman who is there with God,
Mhm.
woman who is there with God, it is his form only, and the woman is also his form only. Both are the same form, but they are depicted differently because one of the form is Shakti and one
Mhm.
is the God, godly form.
But
Both are the same,
uh-huh.
but they are depicted differently.
So, but
See,
why would God need a
Shiva
wife?
and Brahma both are the same. Shiva, Brahma, and Vishnu, and all these 33 gods are the same only, but they are depicted differently because their energy have done different type. It's like the
So
main godly energy which is there has these small energies which are together in it, but they have done different types of things.
wait,
That's why they have divided it,
but
and the god's form has came.
okay,
God form, yeah.
but I'm confused.
But see, yeah,
If we have
yeah,
God,
yeah, yeah. Every me, yeah,
if we have God, God who has many gods, and we have this God going to fight
yeah,
against that. For example, we have, for example, if I'm using this hypothetically, we have Lord Brahma going to fight another Lord, and they are the same energies. Isn't it God fighting against his own God? Is himself?
can you just say back again?
I mean, if we have, I'm being hypothetical here. If we have a God who is fighting another God, we have two gods fighting, but gods are energy, which is an extension of, or an incarnation of the same energy, which means a God can never fight against himself, right? If you are the energy of God and I'm the energy of
Yeah.
God, why are two gods fighting if they are the same energy of the same God? Does it make sense? And we have also, I also have to show you another line of my thinking. We have a God who is marrying a goddess. So where does the goddess get energy
Yeah.
from?
Okay, so I will
Okay,
answer you
go.
in a like first one, that goddess one.
Uh-huh.
So just now don't like just now just give me a second. No,
Okay,
I'm talking now.
okay.
See, just now I said God needs Shakti and Shakti needs God. They are both one form. If we take example of Vishnu and Lakshmi, both are one only, but they are depicted differently. Okay, they do not have marriage or something like that. They are just a form of that one, but depicted differently. And in now this Krishna, Lakshmi ji, the Rukmini, Lakshmi ji is the form of Rukmini. So Lakshmi ji came down in the form of Rukmini and she married Krishna.
But where did she
And
come
it is
from?
said that those 1,600 were those 1,600 women. So see, we consider women as Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi. Okay,
Okay.
we like, give respect to everyone. Everybody, everyone has Lakshmi's energy, her and form.
Your network is
So
not good.
Vishnu has came down, sees everyone as Lakshmi, means like to respect them, to keep their to keep them safe and everything. But these 16,100 women got harassed when Narsinga or something. He married them. Yeah, he told that I will protect and everything I will do. He sent them.
Mhm,
Like that, he did with means like he did not marry the whole kingdom or something.
mhm,
He gave respect to the women in his kingdom. He gave everything, money and everything to every woman because he said that every woman has Lakshmi in it. That means we should protect and protect like women like protect the women because they are also humans.
mhm.
So that was his teaching.
Okay.
Not only 16,000, he used to say that everyone is the same.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
So marriage was just a concept to show love.
Okay. Let me ask you.
And
You said that Lord
yeah,
Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, Lord Brahma
yeah,
are all the same God.
yeah, yeah.
So
They are
they
same.
so they
They
are
have in like Brahma has Vishnu. Yeah,
so they are polygamous in this case.
polygamous. Can you explain?
Polygamous is they are marrying many women. If they are the same God, we have God marrying different women, many women at the same time, which is actually against
But
the law.
but you did not listen. But you did not listen to me. Did you listen to me? What
Yeah,
I said at first, I said that the God and the goddess are the same form.
they are in the same form,
Are the same form.
are the same form, not in the
Yeah,
same
I
form.
just said
So why would they
they
marry?
are the same form.
Why would they marry?
They have not married. There is no nothing said. They are the same. But
Okay,
for humans, it is married. But for according to the religious text, they are the energies which are there. For
so
humans, it's marriage.
so
For
why would
them, it's energy.
but why would they do that? Why would an energy choose to marry and have children?
I just now explained for us it is marriage. For them, it's energies. Two
Okay,
energies which come inside of one energy come together. See,
so let's say
see, this religion, Hinduism is very complex actually.
let's say there
Even
is.
I once was not able to understand it.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it logically. We have energy A. Let's see. We have energy A and we have energy B, and they come
Mm.
together so that they can produce children, so that they can get another energy, which is Ganesha
See,
and
the
Kartikeya.
please, remove this sexual thing. There was nothing sexual in that.
Okay,
Nothing.
let's assume it's not.
Whatever the God created, he created by his energy only. So
Okay,
remove that sexual thing. Don't put sexual thing every time. If I
okay,
say that Jesus did say like sex with
okay,
sexual thing with a
okay.
woman,
I understand. Okay,
Mary Magdalena,
okay.
so
Let's continue. Let's
it
continue.
would be wrong for you.
Okay, let's continue.
Yeah.
What about Indra? Not Indra. Let's say, what about Lord? Should we go to Indra or um, Fire God? We have Fire God. We have Indra. What about Indra?
Indra is the god of lightning.
Uh,
Not lightning, I think so.
yes, a king of
Yeah,
gods. A king of
like that.
gods. He is a king of gods.
Yeah,
What does it
he
mean?
yeah, he is the king of god.
What does it mean by being king of gods? Are there any other gods?
Yay. See.
They can't put down the cup. I can't put down the cup.
What?
Eh, okay.
What?
No, no, just
What?
no. It's just a troller.
What did you say?
It's just trolling.
Yeah, just a second. I will just find from my text. Just see, every time I can't just just can't remember everything. That's just a second.
Okay. Because Indra was married to Shachi Indrani. Shachi.
See, see, just can I say, yeah, Indra is considered like it's a. I have translating. Indra is considered the king of devas in Hinduism. In Hindu mythology, he's not the supreme god in Hinduism, but he holds the position of the ruler of Sevas, or
Okay. Uh,
like heaven,
but
and the god of rain, thunder, and war.
wait.
In the Vedic tradition, especially in the Rig Veda, Indra is one of the most prominent deities and is often depicted as a heroic god
So we you
who
okay.
battle demons like
Okay.
Varthara.
Okay. Let
To
me ask you.
can I?
We have Indra,
Yeah,
who is the king of gods. That means there are gods who are below him, and yet all these are the same God, right?
no.
What?
He has been given that. Yeah, see, Indra is not the king of God as in the supreme God, but rather the king of gods, plural in Hinduism.
Okay, I understand. I
See,
understand. I
God
understand. It can
and
that.
God
So who is the
is just a title,
who is
title given to him,
okay?
title.
Who is the supreme God according to Hinduism?
Supreme God according to Hinduism.
Hmm.
Uh, like if you say, so it's like Mahabrahma,
Sorry,
Mahabrahma,
Ba Brahma, Amabaram, Ba Ba Brahma or
Brahma, Supreme, sorry, Supreme, no, Mahabrahma.
uh.
Sorry, yeah,
So
just a second.
s-
Yeah, can I
so what is Waka's
go? Just a second. Huh?
okay, okay.
Yeah. Speak, speak.
So what is Waka's
First time
supreme?
I've met a guy who is speaking nicely to me, or else everybody used to just, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. So what
Yeah.
does it mean by he is the supreme God?
Supreme God's Supreme Being and Supreme God is different. Okay, it's like Supreme Being is like Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and Supreme God is referred to as like like the energy Mahabrahma. Supreme beings are like Vishnu, Brahma, Mahesh, and then comes Devas.
Yeah. So, but what does it mean to be the supreme God?
Supreme God means that all the energy of these Devas and Supreme beings are together in this Supreme God, Supreme energy. This Supreme energy is called as like this energy, we don't know anything about it.
Uh, I'm,
Like God, we don't know about God,
but I'm confused.
anything about God.
Wait, this supreme energy is it different from the Indra God, or it's the same energy?
It's the same energy in all gods, devtas, and like gods, devtas. It's just his form, his form.
But I'm
They are
still,
his form only.
yeah. But in
But they
this,
have their, they have, yeah.
but okay. Let's continue before we go to the supreme one. We have Indra, who is also caught up in sexual relations. For example, Indra is known in many stories for having multiple romantic relationships and even some scandalous episodes, e.g., disguising himself to approach Ahalia. So he
Yeah,
pretended, disguised
Indra,
himself.
yeah, so what?
Ahalia, Ahalya.
Ahalia.
Yeah, so he disguised himself to approach her, which doesn't like show this is the kind of a God I would actually follow because he still like he is deceiving. If he can disguise himself to deceive somebody to love them, then that's the same thing human beings who are 40 who have sinned are also doing. It's not a good example. He has multiple relationship which actually is against even ourselves. Human beings, we don't like to have multiple relationship with other partners because other people have emotions, but the Indra doesn't have that morality that we human beings have. You know.
See, Indra's mind symbolizes
Hmm.
the human mind.
Hmm.
The Indra is a man, means like Indra is a god.
Hmm.
So, who created means like created humans by his mentality, or like like the supreme being only created humans, but
Hmm.
the supreme being created humans in like the Indra's way, like
Hmm.
Indra's mind, like mindful thing.
Yeah,
It's like
but what I'm trying to
the
show is,
energy which is human made, if you can say Indra, the energy from which humans were made is Indra.
but what I'm trying to show you actually is there is a character that we have these Indian gods have that I wouldn't want to have. I wouldn't think there is any woman who want to be married by somebody who or anybody in this world who want to follow somebody who is still uh imprisoned by his own lust and desires. Let's look at another god, for example, Agni. Do you know the fire god?
Yeah.
Agni had many consorts, Svaha, and Agni had children through Svaha, including several sages. He
See,
also had sages who had sex with him, and they got
yeah,
children.
just yes, what Surya, right?
No, Agni.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear you?
Uh, uh,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
So I'm talking about Agni, 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 the fire god.
Yeah.
So also has
Yeah, fire god.
he also has relationship with women and even the sages. The sages are the people who write for them, right?
Hmm.
And he has sex with them too, and has children with them. That is not the kind of a god I would actually want to follow, because he is not only he doesn't have only one wife. He has many wives. In the first place, he shouldn't have a wife because he is God. He doesn't need a wife. But let's continue. Let's see about the Surya, the sun god. Surya has many wives. Two, Sanjana.
Okay, I understood. Hmm. Yeah. See, these stories about that wife he had sexual is not meant to promote desire, but to explain cosmic principles, creation, and the power of fire and sacrifice.
But I understand. I
Like
understand.
there are
Like,
many stories. Yeah.
okay,
And don't forget, Agni and the form, the goddess form, is the same. It is the same.
okay. So we have.
So every time when you think that a god has a wife, it is just its Shakti.
Oh yeah.
But
Yes.
we
Don't
have.
forget that thing.
Yeah, but why would the sun god need a wife? For example, Sajana, his wife, left due to its intense heat, so he created Chihaya to take her place. So the sun god needs a wife, and he marries Sanjana, but the Sanjana does cannot condone the high heat, intense heat that the sun god has. So what happens is he creates chair, yeah, to take his place. But I think my friend, my friend Valo, right now you educated to know that there is no God in the sun, right?
Say which god you're talking, because you're mixing up. You're talking about Agni and Surya. It's like
Yeah, because
you're
I,
mixing two. I think wait, I have got a little bit confused. Wait a second. I'll just fix it. Yeah, now yeah. Okay, okay. Wait.
because you know where the sun is right now. You
Now
educated
yeah.
to you educated to know where the sun is and there is no God there.
Wait. Agni is the fire god. Fire god.
No,
Fire god.
no,
Right?
I'm talking
It's
about
like
this. I'm
you're
talking about
talking
the
about.
sun God,
You're talking about.
sun God, sun God.
But you were right talking about Agni, right?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, earlier, sir.
What happened?
I'm model.
Who came?
I'm model.
Wait. Okay. Wait.
Can you just take this man?
Are you possessed, bro?
Can you
Like
take
I'm
this
go-
Yes,
man?
ma'am.
bro. I'm just going to mute you. Do you want to be muted?
No, 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 no. No, I want to be friends.
You wanna be friends?
Will you be my friend? I
Uh,
don't have friends. Will you be my friend?
Okay. I think that's better for you. So let's continue, Valo. Um.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
so
Uh,
the sun god
yeah.
has two wives, and now you know that there is no God in the sun. You know, like it's something that has been created to provide the light right now. So the way they used to explain these maids, that is why it is called mythology. They were trying to explain how things were happening at
See,
that time before we
yeah.
got energy. So the sun god doesn't. It's not a person. It's actually a star, and it doesn't need to marry. So this story about Sanjana was
Yeah.
just a maid. It wasn't a true story, right?
It's still being debated.
Yeah,
So
many people are debating
it's
it,
just
but it
different.
logically right now we know that the sun is just a star, so there is no person who lives in the sun. It's just a star, and the sun itself can never marry because it doesn't have like emotions, energy. Everything in this world, actually, another thing is, and everything in this world
See,
has energy.
yeah, 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 yeah. Did you notice anything? Did you notice anything?
What?
Did you notice? Did you notice anything?
No. What? Maybe.
Means like if you see,
Okay.
yeah, if you see main wife or the Sanjana, his wife.
Yeah, but
I
what?
told you just now that the wife which is said is the same. So see, sun give us heat, warmth, the way of life.
Okay, but I'm what I'm trying to.
And Sanjana,
Mhm,
Sanjana's childrens were Yamuna, means like Yamuna, Manu, Ashwars. Then Chanya's lives were Shani, Tapi, Sarvani, and Mular. Did you
mhm.
notice anything? Do you know what meanings of this word?
No.
Yamuna means Yamuna river. Shani means planet, yeah. Tapi is the river. Manu is the human. Shravani is like the plants and everything. God
Wait,
of plants and everything.
wait. Are you saying
So I
that?
told you that these vibes are the energies of these what we say these vibes and the Surya are
Wait,
the same only.
which one do you say? Did you say that it is human?
The Yeah, Manu is the form of human.
So Yamuna is a woman, is a human being, right?
No, no, Yamuna, no. Manu is the human. Yamuna is the river.
Sorry. Anyway, now I think you're educated enough to.
See,
So,
see, the
Shiva,
Surya, yeah, yeah,
Valo,
yeah.
well, I think are you educated, an educated person?
What means like what you're talking? I can't understand. Yeah, but
Are you as somebody who has passed through education and you know a lot of things of how now the world operates? You've seen how science operates and everything.
I still did not understand what you wanted to, what you
Okay,
meant to say.
what I'm trying to say is right now we are educated to know that
Yeah,
they are the stars, they are the planets, we have the rivers that are the sources of like
yeah.
the oceans and everything. There is no God in those oceans, there is no God in the rivers, there is no God in the planets. Actually, you are not the first person to believe that there was God in the skies, like the stars themselves.
Not God, not God, not God. Did you not means like did you not got an idea what I was saying?
I got
I
it.
was saying that this Surya gods like if for you wife and everything shows that the energy of Surya gives us life to water, like gives us the rivers, the plants and everything.
Hmm.
So it's structured in the god is like it's shown in that way. Sun is shown in that way. So what I'm saying, we are not considering them as the god, we are considering them as the energy. There's a particular type of energy in it.
Okay, so if they are energies.
So we're saying we are that's the god, that is the god.
Okay, okay. Do you want to hear about my God?
Yeah, you can say.
Okay, so I believe
And
that.
you will say, I know you will say Jesus is the god of like
No, I'm not
he's
going
the
to.
main god.
No,
There's no such complexity or something.
okay, no problem. So I believe that there is one God who created the whole universe.
Yeah.
Who he didn't need any.
Yeah.
He didn't need anybody to create. He didn't need a spirit. He didn't need another God. He didn't need anything because he is supernatural. He is so
Yeah.
very powerful, and that is
Yeah.
Yahweh. That
Yeah.
is Yahweh, and that is the same God that many people in the world they call by different names. For example, in
Yeah.
Africa we call this God Murungu. In English we call him God Yahweh. That's the same God because there is only one God in the universe. There is no many gods.
Yeah.
And in the beginning,
Yeah.
he created everything that
Yeah.
we have. He created human beings, he created the animals, he created the rivers, he created the stars, he
Yeah.
created the moon. Everything that you see
Yeah.
was created by one God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this God created also us, he created
Yeah.
the morality, the good things that we should do, and gave us the free will to
Yeah.
choose whatever we had to do. He himself is invisible. He is not like a human beings. He doesn't have the needs of a human being because
Yeah.
he doesn't he doesn't participate I don't know, he doesn't put himself because he's
Yeah.
mighty,
Yeah.
he is
Yeah.
mighty,
Yeah.
yeah, he is mighty, he is above everything.
Yeah.
So when we see a river
Mm.
we see God's creation, this God who created, this only one God who created that, and
Mm.
he is a spirit. When we see a tree
Yeah.
we don't think that there is a God of the trees, we think that there is only one God who created this tree. And when I see you like Valo, I
Yeah.
don't think about other
Yeah.
gods who created you. I think about one God who created you and I, you know, because He's very powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when He gave us the
Yeah.
morality, we all fell short of the morality. We started sinning. Right now, we lie to one another. We insult one another. We become racist to one another, and that is sin because God has given us the values that we
Mm.
should live up to.
Yeah.
So
So now can I explain?
I'm trying to tell you about my God because we have looked at your God
Yeah. Yeah.
for almost an hour.
Mm.
So when
Yeah.
when we sinned, the God when human beings separated, there was a place, there
Yeah.
was a common place where human beings used to live, and then we separated. Every nation started building its. People went to different parts of the world and started building nations, and
Yeah.
that is when we had giants that are angels from heaven who came on earth and started having sex with the women of the world. So they are not God, they are angels, creatures that were created by God. But then they rebelled
Yeah,
against the God, and they came here on earth and saw that the beautiful women of the world were, like they were beautiful. And then they had sex with them. And having sex with them created giants and people who are renowned, and these people colonized a lot of people in the world. So that is why we get these many gods that people believe in. For example, if you believe in the god of the river or the god of the fire, these demons, these giants, actually were heroes to the people at the time because they were very powerful. And now they started giving themselves titles like a god of the sun, but they still had
yeah,
those lust and those anger issues, that they because they were like hybrids of the human beings and the angels,
yeah,
so they were giants.
yeah,
So when they came to a certain culture, for example Indian culture, they would start calling themselves, for example,
yeah,
a god of the sun, and then people would worship them
yeah,
because they were very powerful.
yeah.
And evil
So
conti-
now, okay, okay.
let,
I understood
now
what you wanted to say.
let me finish, then I'll give you time.
Yeah,
Okay, so now people started worshiping them. They started because they were very powerful. People started worshiping them,
yeah,
and then they started even fighting against them. Violence increased in the world, and God regretted he ever creating man. And that is why he actually destroyed
mm,
the world during the time of Noah. He destroyed the world because of these giants which were deceiving humankind and
mm,
were bringing uh, deception in the world. And those the giants
yeah,
actually are in the some of them are the people that we call gods in the Hindus, because there is not many
yeah,
gods, there is only one God. But now because they gave themselves names, now people were started worshiping them. And it's not only Indian. We have like the Roman kingdom. Do you know the Roman kingdom?
yeah. I've
They
studied about
yeah
Roman
the,
Empire.
yeah, the Roman Empire. They used to believe in the Jupiter, who was and the Zeus. These are the sun
Yeah,
gods, and
yeah,
these
yeah.
gods
I
were
just a second.
okay.
I just wanted to interrupt over here just a second.
Okay.
See, in olden days, when humanity was just developing into civilizations, humanity used to think that I'm doing farming.
Mm. Sorry.